The night had been long and uneventful. My friend and I standing by the road, hoping for a customer to make the night worth it. But the hours passed, and no one came. As 4 a.m. rolled around, we decided to head to the local snack shop. It was a popular spot in town, always bustling with people. Maybe, just maybe, we would get lucky there. When we arrived, the place was packed. We found a quiet corner and ordered some drinks, hoping to relax before heading home. As the night wore on, I started to lose hope of finding any more business for the night. But then, fate took an unexpected turn. A man approached me, introducing himself, and before long, we were talking. He seemed nice enough, and we arranged to head to his place once we were done. At least I was set for the night, I thought. My friend, though, still hadn't had any luck, but I figured she'd be fine. She was always resourceful. While we sipped our drinks, the handsome man walked in with a group of friends. He was well-dressed, confident, and clearly in a good mood. They made their way to the VIP section, ordering champagne, and immediately, my friend noticed him eyeing her. She excused herself to go to the restroom, which I knew wasn't just about needing to go. She was trying to catch his attention. I shrugged and continued chatting with my customer. It wasn't long before a young man from the handsome group approached my friend in the restroom. He told her that his older brother had noticed her and wanted to invite her to join their table and go home with him afterward. My friend hesitated but didn't turn down the offer immediately. She explained that it wouldn't be right for her to join them while drinking with us, but once she was ready to leave, she'd go with them. I wasn't thrilled by the plan, but she was determined. She always seemed to think the flashy displays of wealth, like champagne bottles, were enough to secure a good time. Meanwhile, I sat back down with my customer's friend, and the three of us continued our conversations. My thoughts occasionally drifted to my friend, wondering if the handsome man was really as charming as he appeared. Was it worth it to get involved with someone just because of their money? But before I could think too much, my customer's friend started showing signs of frustration, realizing my friend had left. At 4:30 a.m., the handsome man's group began to leave. As planned, my friend slipped out and followed them. A few minutes later, the tension on our table grew. My customer's friend was clearly upset, thinking he had been left behind for someone else. I didn't think much of it and left shortly after, following my customer to his place. I stayed with him until 7 a.m., then headed home, exhausted but content with how the night had turned out for me. I crashed into bed, still wearing the remnants of the night's makeup and the slight buzz of a long evening. I barely fell asleep before the phone rang, an unknown number lighting up the screen. I hesitated but answered. To my shock, it was my friend's mom, her voice trembling as she told me my friend had been in an accident and was in the hospital. Panic gripped my chest as I rushed to the hospital, my mind racing. What could have happened? I found my friend lying in bed, her leg badly injured, then my heart sank. I asked her what had happened, still unable to fully comprehend what had occurred. She looked at me, her face pale, and started telling me the story. After they had gone to the handsome man's house, everything seemed fine at first. It was a grand, beautiful home, and she had felt a little at ease. But then, things took a strange turn. The man had handed her a drink and told her to wait downstairs while he went upstairs. She waited for over an hour, growing uneasy as the minutes ticked by, but he didn't return. In a moment of confusion and worry, she decided to go upstairs to find him. That's when she walked into the unexpected. She saw the man emerging from a casket. At that moment, everything crashed down on her. She had been waiting all this time for a man who had been lying inside a coffin. Terrified, she ran outside, but the gate was locked. Desperate to escape, she tried to climb over the fence. But in the chaos, she slipped, fell, and broke her leg, an iron spike piercing deep into her flesh. I sat there in disbelief as she told me the story, and the reality of it all hit me. Her experience had taken a tragic turn, and it seemed like the handsome man's wealth and charm were just a front for something far darker. Her boyfriend, when he arrived at the hospital and heard what had happened, ended their relationship immediately, unable to cope with what had transpired. As I sat with my friend in the hospital, I reflected on the bizarre night that had turned her world upside down. I had seen the dangers in the business I was involved in, and this event made it clear that I couldn't continue. The things we chased, the people we met, none of it was worth the risk anymore. So, I made a decision. I was done with this life. I would find a new path, one far away from the dangers I had so casually overlooked. My friend and I would recover, and we'd figure things out together, no matter how long it took.